Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me alright. It's a little bit windy out here. Gonna do a video, show off my solar and wind setup that I have here at my little cabin. Here are my solar panels. I have three 100-watt solar panels. I have them mounted on a pole. I have them mounted in such a way that I can manually turn them to track the sun and get all the sunlight I can to charge up my battery. I've got a little rod that I've had to attach to the top of the panel there. I was having trouble with birds wanting to sit on that top panel and take a dump all over the panels. So I put that on there, and since putting it on there, I've not had any bird crap on the panels, and it's been there about 6 months. The birds, with that rod being on there, the birds can't sit on the panel, they have to sit on that rod, and it's just far enough away that if they take a dump, it'll fall down to the ground and not land on the panels. But that is my solar array. And this is my wind generator. It's turning a little bit. We've had wind coming and going today. As you can see, it's not very high off the ground. Most people like to get them up about 30 feet, but I just didn't want to fool with that. Having to have it up so high and full with guy wires and all that. I live on a hill here, so we get pretty decent wind most of the time, and especially in the winter time, the spring. I've only got mine about 13 feet up in the air, and like I say, it's fine for my needs. My solar panels pretty much provide all the power I need. I just got the wind generator to have a little bit additional power, especially in the winter time when it's kind of cloudy and stuff like that. It's always windy, so it'll be going. It's been generating. It's not moving much right now, but it's been generating between 7 and 13 volts off and on today. I've got a little gauge in there inside hooked up so I can tell how many volts it's putting off, and it's been running between 7 and 13 volts off and on all day. There you can see it's moving pretty good. Like I say, we're on a hill here, so we'll get pretty good wind. If I had it up higher, I know it would be better, but it does all right. I've got no complaints. I've never, with what little bit I run here at the cabin, I've never run out of power. I've had more than enough power for my needs here at my cabin. I'll just throw this in. This is my weather station. I'm a storm spotter and a weather nut, so I have a little weather station, and it's running off of solar power as well. And that's my gauge I told you about on the wind generator. Just had a gust of wind there, kicked it up to about 7 volts. Got my power coming in here from the wind generator into this box, and I've got a blocking diode in that box that lets the current only flow from the wind generator to the battery. Won't let the battery backfeed into the wind generator and tear it up. So I've got a blocking diode in there, and the gauge that lets me know how many volts I'm putting out. And of course the wire comes out and down into my battery. I've only got one battery right now. I'm going to have two soon. But really one battery has been supplying all my needs. I don't run a whole lot here. Just a TV, satellite radio, DVD player, fans, charge up my phone, laptop, cordless drill batteries, you know, just stuff like that. Of course, not all at the same time, but so far, you know, I've had this outfit for about 6 months, and I've not run my battery down below 12 volts, so it's doing pretty good. This battery is a PowerStar 12 volt 200 ampere battery. Weighs about 130 pounds. And that's what I run my cabin with right now, is just one battery. I've got the combiner box here for the solar. Comes in there, and then I've got my Midnight Solar lightning surge protector there. You can't see it, but it's lit up, letting me know that it's working alright. And the power out of that goes up here to my charge controller, and it's a Power ProStar 30 by Morningstar. I really like it. You can maybe see that the green light there is flashing. That means my battery is pretty much fully charged. Battery volts 13.2, solar amps nothing because my battery's pretty well charged. Load amps nothing because I'm not running anything at the moment. If I was to flip a light or TV or something on, you would see those solar amps go up to compensate for the load, but like I say, right now I'm not running anything. Got some 12 volt stuff hooked up here. I've got a lot of 12 volt lights that I run, 12 volt fan. I really like this charge controller. I like the readout on it. Lets me know what's going on. Just walk in here and take a quick look, and you know exactly what's going on, if you got any problems or not. Of course, I've comes down here and over to my inverter. This is kind of a small converter. It's adequate. I mean, it does all right for no more than what I'm running right now. I do plan on getting a bigger and better one. I just happen to have this one on hand at the time, and I'm just using it until I can get another one. Of course, I had to make a cord, and I've got it just plugged into the outlet, and that will power all the other outlets in the cabin. And on my weather station I showed you outside, there it is. Got a 7-mile-an-hour wind going on right now. Rain gauge. There's all of that. But that's my setup, and it's pretty good setup for what I need here at the cabin. It works quite well. I've only got around $3,000 in everything, so it's not bad. You know, it's not a bad price for this type of setup. And it'll, like I say, it supplies all my needs here at the cabin. You know, I run pretty much everything. I plan on getting another battery because I want to get a 12 volt refrigerator. I don't have a refrigerator, I just use a cooler. But that's something, you know, I want to get in the future, and that's why I want to get that extra battery, so I'll have it for that. But that's my solar and wind setup, and thanks for watching.